Yes, MAGA, do it. Attack those psychotic and dangerous anti-MGTOWs that are out to get you. Yes, let us begin the anti-MGTOW witch hunt. Burn all who dare oppose us. Only those with the right opinions are allowed to speak. It's so sad how the septic MGTOW community and people like MAGA Man are becoming more like the feminazis that they so despise. MAGA, it's time we expose your hypocrisy and intolerance towards other opinions, which is clearly demonstrated by your feeble attempts to slander and censor people that trigger you. I've been respectful and I will continue to be respectful, but I'm not going to be a pushover and let you run around gaslighting and deliberately misrepresenting myself or the anti-MGTOW community. You're going to be exposed now for your extreme and crooked behavior that would even make Hillary Clinton look good. Good morrow, ladies and gents. It is I, the Crimson Crusader, your favorite anti-MGTOW YouTuber, that's here to defend the honor of our community and this channel from MAGA Man's despicable witch hunt, falsely accusing a lot of the anti-MGTOW community as well as this channel for things we didn't do. Part of my response to this silly witch hunt will be responding to MAGA Man's video where he makes false accusations against this channel as an excuse to shut down opinions he doesn't like. If you haven't seen the video that triggered him yet, there's a link to that video in the description below. Anyways, we will soon see how MAGA Man's red pills are not comprised of facts or truth. Instead, it is made of a pernicious snake oil that mixes duplicitous tactics and false information to justify false flagging one of my previous videos criticizing him. It's rather embarrassing, and it just shows how low some of these people will go to undermine those who speak the truth. As you can tell, I'm irritated by such stupidity. The amount of deceit and garbage in his video warrants a strong response because I must send a message to these people about what this channel will tolerate. As tempting as it is to make personal attacks, the focus of this video will be in response to MAGA's content and behavior in his video. What is sickening to see is how MAGA Man tried to sweep his little smear campaign against me under the rug by deleting the video, probably hoping that we would just forget about it. Unfortunately for you, I did not. But thank you for exposing your cowardly behavior. It's time to expose how you have run away from facts and truth to instead try to rectify your terrible reputation at the expense of other people. That ends here. Before I respond to MAGA Man, let's give some context to this situation. About 4 weeks ago, I uploaded a video criticizing MAGA Man for making a video that was misrepresenting anti-MGTOW. His video attacking us seemed to be a response to people like Bulldog Mindset, who made videos that MAGA claimed were arrogantly trying to fix men and make men all the same. It amazes me that Bulldog Mindset is even mentioned in a video directed towards anti-MGTOW when he's not even anti-MGTOW, and never have I ever heard him once say in his videos that he identifies as such. Also, during this time, there was, and still is, drama between MAGA and other YouTubers and their followers who orbit around the MGTOW community. I am not going to mention any of these people right now because I don't want to give them attention. According to MAGA, they were allegedly trolling, threatening, and constantly attacking him. From what I can tell, MAGA believe these people somehow represent a lot of the anti-MGTOW community. I don't want to go too much into depth about this drama because I'd like to investigate this issue more. Now, if all this stuff going on is true, I sympathize with MAGA and I agree they should not be engaging in behavior that is counterproductive and that egregiously violates the rules on this platform. Now, it's sensible for him to be angry and make a fair response defending himself from those people. But instead, MAGA proceeds to take these extremists and other people he doesn't like and lump them with our community and make a video falsely accusing a lot of the anti-MGTOW community for wanting to fix men and being threatening. A good portion of these people he mentioned are not even anti-MGTOWs. One of these people involved in this drama is a woman on YouTube who seemingly likes to troll MGTOWs for views and attention, and in one of her videos, she even admits she is not an anti-MGTOW.
But then there were some nut jobs in it that made me like, oh, well, maybe MGTOW is not a good idea, But over time, I had people send me private messages that, those are not really MGTOWs, they're just posing as MGTOW. Over time, I'm like, okay, and then I understood the message and I got everything what they're saying, and then look at me today. So I get that, but I was never anti-MGTOW. I was anti certain individuals that made MGTOW look really, really bad.
So I don't know why these people are even being associated with the anti-MGTOW community when they themselves are not supported or even a part of our community. The other main player in this drama, who holds views that would be considered by some people to be very extreme leftist political ideologies, claims that he is anti-manosphere because he claims the manosphere is misogynistic. Technically, he would be anti-MGTOW since MGTOW is part of the manosphere, but the man barely posts anti-MGTOW content, nor is he supported by the majority of the anti-MGTOW community. So I don't even know how you can claim that a lot of anti-MGTOWs are haters and trolls and etc., when you are just nitpicking and mentioning people that are not even relevant. It's a freaking witch hunt, folks. Jeez. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying that the people allegedly are or are not unfairly attacking MAGA, but MAGA's response is turning into a McCarthyistic witch hunt demonizing anti-MGTOWs. I wonder if this hostility between MAGA and these people is partly due to political differences. This shouldn't be surprising considering MAGA's conservative beliefs naturally oppose the views of the extreme leftists that I mentioned earlier, especially considering how this guy supports Antifa and overthrowing capitalism, which are things conservatives like MAGA often oppose. Now, you folks should have some idea why MAGA decided to make a video full of sweeping generalizations in his ill-conceived video calling a lot of anti-MGTOWs for being supposedly dangerous, hateful, and psychotic. I was quite disturbed and concerned by this response, so I posted a video called Anti-MGTOW are Trolls and Haters in response to that video MAGA Man made attacking anti-MGTOWs. Instead of being reasonable and fair, MAGA responds by not only making a video to slander and intimidate me, but he also falsely flags my video. Now, since he was dealing with drama and had health-related issues going on, I decided to be considerate and wait a while for him to recover, and then hopefully he would have the decency to apologize to me. But no, instead of doing that, he tries to cover up this hit piece against me and pretend like nothing ever happened. Regardless of what drama or nonsense was going on, that is not an excuse to act like a coward and a douchebag to other people who are respectfully disagreeing with you. But before I talk about that, I want to mention something very important. Long after MAGA Man made his video attacking anti-MGTOW and the video attacking me that I will respond to in this video, he drags my good friend, Mexican Truther, into this drama. Now, I want to make it clear that MAGA is not singling out Mexican in this clip that I am going to play. I've edited the clip to remove MAGA Man saying the names of the other YouTubers in this drama because I don't want to give their channels any attention.
The Mexican Truther and all these other people, but they started coming on my channel, they started attacking me, they started stealing my content, making open-ended threats,
See folks, MAGA's delusions and dishonesty is becoming more apparent. Mexican Truther isn't even associated or publicly supporting any of the people involved in this drama or their actions. I had a conversation with him about this and he was very frustrated that his name is being dragged through the mud when he literally did nothing. I am giving Mexican the benefit of the doubt here because we had many discussions about our disliking for getting involved in stupid YouTube dramas like these. Also, I found no comments on your channel of him attacking you. MAGA, you need to apologize to Mexican Truther unless you have sufficient evidence to prove that Mexican is in league with these people, which I'm certain you don't have. If this has not become a witch hunt, folks, then I don't know what is. Whew, that was a lot to explain. Now, it's time to respond to clips of MAGA's hit piece against me.
I saw, again today, I received another phone call about someone who I have vehemently defended who has shown his hypocrisy by stealing my content, re-uploading it here on YouTube, and then offering a false criticism.
False criticism? You are full of it. Of course you find my video fake, because it exposes your video's lousy commentary and stupid smear campaign against the anti-MGTOW community. If my criticism is false, why did you delete this video instead of making an actual response video addressing my arguments? The answer is obvious. You knew how laughably absurd this hit piece against me is, and your response probably would have sucked anyway. It's so embarrassingly bad you had to remove it from your channel because you were full of hot air against channels like myself that know how to actually make a decent argument. But what I find most amusing about this clip is how you attempt to gaslight me and deliberately twist the facts. You lie to your audience, claiming that you somehow defended me, which implies that someone attacked me, and that you stood up for my channel. The only times I have ever heard you talk about me is when you were thanking me for making a video that exposed, m.g.t.o.w exposed, for stealing your content. So, if anyone should be taking credit for defending someone, it should be me. But here's the thing, folks. I didn't make that video to white knight for him. I made that video solely to call out the bad behavior of people like m.g.t.o.w exposed, because I want to send a clear message of what this channel will and will not tolerate. Clearly, I have to do that again in this video because people like MAGA think it's okay to try to slander and silence your critics because they say something that you don't like. Oh. Also, your feeble attempt to unfairly paint me as some kind of backstabber and thief all hinges on you deceiving your audience with your revisionist history, which many of us aren't buying. This dirty tactic of yours is meant to try to distract and manipulate the audience into buying your victim narrative. I suspect you were hoping that by conning people into believing your fabricated story, that people would somehow blindly support you censoring other people. Ironically, it did the opposite. You not only failed to get a lot of people to buy into this garbage, but you actually gave my channel more views and new subscribers. Not only that, but this is the first time in a while where I've made a video criticizing someone and have more likes than dislikes, which must be very embarrassing for you. But thank you for helping grow my channel. Oh, but don't worry, we're just getting started. So not only do you try to play the victim here, but you lie to your audience by telling them I was stealing your content. I did not steal your content, I only took a few clips from your video and added my own commentary. In fact, I even left a link to your video and made sure people were aware that the clips I was responding to came from your channel. So either you didn't watch the whole video, or more likely, you knew that I was not copying your video, but you decided that your truth is more important than the truth. Either way, you expose your own ignorant and idiotic behavior, which seems to stem from your lack of understanding of how copyright actually works and or your blatant dishonesty. Personally, I think you intentionally lied to your audience because you literally watched a video of me criticizing m.g.t.o.w Exposed for stealing your content, and in that same video, I literally explained what fair use is. Here's a clip from that video, and if I'm correct, you can't take copyright material and use it without the creator's permission unless you have followed the guidelines under fair use, which usually means that you are taking someone else's content and using it for a limited and transformative purpose. An example would be fairly taking a clip of someone else's video and then giving a criticism or commentary on that video. It seems you either didn't watch the whole video, you have selective hearing, or you're simply being dishonest. Maybe it's all three. Either way, your behavior makes you look like a fool on this platform. I am no copyright expert, but it's pretty obvious that my video follows the guidelines under fair use. If anyone is interested in learning more about fair use, there is a link in the description to an article from Stanford University explaining more about this topic. So, after this, MAGA Man accuses me of avoiding the issue that people were threatening and messing with him in my Anti-MGTOW are trolls and haters video. I'm not avoiding anything, and rather it is you who are avoiding the reality of the situation. If you watched the whole video and listened, I explained at the end of the video that I was going to respond to more parts of your video. So, how can you accuse me of avoiding the issue when I didn't even finish responding to you yet? You know what? I'll just share my thoughts about this right now. I'm sorry to hear that people are supposedly threatening you and trying to cause trouble. I do not support such behavior if that is occurring. However, using the bad behavior from extremists and people who are not even anti-MGTOW as evidence to claim that a lot of anti-MGTOWs are dangerous is just insane. It's ludicrous because you are bringing up irrelevant and extreme examples that is not sufficient evidence to prove that a lot of anti-MGTOWs in our community are like this. In addition, you provide little to no evidence in that video, so there wasn't much to respond to anyways. Let's see what else MAGA has to say.
And I'm warning anyone out there right now, if there's content out there that exists with me in it, if you've stolen my content, if you made threats in the comment sections, if you made any kind of hit pieces about me, once this cease and disorder is in place, that gives me legal power to basically order orders of protection against you if you violate the cease and desist order, okay? I will be showing that cease and desist order once it's in my hands, but now I see Crimson Crusader once again on a hate train after I defended this individual. Now I'm going to have to do what I have to do and add your name to the list of people that have been attacking this channel as well. You left me no choice. I have defended you, I've stood by your side, and yet you decide to betray me by releasing that hit piece, and it was flagged, rightfully so. I'm warning everyone out there right now, if you continue to attack this channel, your screen names will be saved, your YouTube channels will be saved, and you will be added to the list of names that the cease and desist order is going to be issued for.
Oh geez, it's obvious that you don't even know how a cease and desist order works. I am no legal expert, but I'm going to do my best to explain what a cease and desist order is and what it's commonly used for. Remember, I am sharing legal information from another source. This is not legal advice. For those who don't know, a cease and desist order is an order from a government agency directing a party to immediately stop doing something that is considered illegal or suspect activity. The party who received this order is supposed to stop engaging in that type of activity until there is a trial to determine whether or not they should stop doing what they are doing. Common reasons for having a cease and desist order drawn up are because of copyright infringement, trademark infringement, harassment, or debt collections. To send a cease and desist letter to someone, you should include information such as the address, phone number, and name of the individual to whom the letter is being sent to. Now that we all know what a cease and desist order is, it's clear that MAGA is full of hot air and does not have a good understanding of how this works. Making a video respectfully criticizing you and following fair use guidelines does not warrant such an extreme and serious action. Also, the fact that you made it seem like you were actually going to go through with having an order against me makes you look creepy and threatening. Because to send a cease and desist letter to me, you need to somehow get my name, phone number, and address. I think the real reason you try to threaten and intimidate me with such an action is that you can't handle criticism and you thought you could get away with this. What's hilarious is how in a video long after you made this hit piece against me, you say this.
If you want to have a dissenting opinion against me, that's fine. Having a dissenting opinion is one thing. Personal attacks are another. You know, if you want to challenge my ideas and challenge, you know, the way I interpret m.g.t.o.w, that's fine. Personal attacks, on the other hand, makes you a douchebag.
Okay? I will be showing that cease and desist order once it's in my hands, but now I see Crimson Crusader wants to get on the hate train after I defended this individual. Now I'm going to have to do what I have to do and add your name to the list of people that have been attacking this channel as well.
Sure, dude, sure. If you're okay with people criticizing you, why'd you attempt to threaten me with legal action when I simply made a video disagreeing with you? Who looks like the hypocrite now, MAGA? Listen, I don't care how angry or triggered you get. People like me have a right to express their disagreement with you. So please, do us all a favor and cease and desist making videos like this tasteless rubbish. And listen, MAGA, you betrayed me by slandering me in this video and falsely flagging my video. You tried to censor me and tried to take away my right to freely and respectfully engage in civil discussion. To call yourself a true conservative in another video while trying to censor me and make me look like a backstabber to save your dying reputation is insulting. You tried to use shaming tactics on this stupid witch hunt of yours, and you failed miserably. I did get a notice from YouTube about your attempt to take down that video, and YouTube stated that they would not take it down and that they believe my video is protected under fair use, which it is. To all my fellow anti-MGTOWs out there, please show your support for this channel. I am trying to speak the truth while others try to slander and intimidate me into shutting up. My message for those people is that this channel will continue to champion and build an anti-MGTOW community that has solidarity, integrity, and action. This plot and pathetic agenda to silence criticism and demonize the anti-MGTOW community has failed. Their cowardly behavior has been exposed. We will not be silenced, and we will never surrender. Once again, I implore my fellow anti-MGTOWs, especially other anti-MGTOW YouTubers, to actively support me in our struggle to be heard. This is a time for our community to show solidarity and to send a message that we will not be bullied into silence. Please make a video, type a comment, or send a message supporting me in this fight, because if we do not support each other and our right to speak, our community will be destroyed. I also have a special message to the serious anti-MGTOW content creators who claim to lead or care about our community. If you people choose to do nothing to support this channel in this important battle, you expose your apathy, incompetence, and weakness that is ruining this community. I ask those people, will you stop being lazy and actually do something, or will you run like cowards and do nothing? The choice is yours. If there is one thing I want people to take away from this video, it is that smearing other people and trying to censor criticism does not work. MAGA, your duplicitous tactics and deceit in your video attacking me, and your lack of knowledge about the anti-MGTOW community illustrates how embarrassingly bad and what utter trash these attack videos against anti-MGTOWs are. These videos of yours are not just a disaster, they're a catastrophic failure. If anyone thinks they can pull a stunt like this in the future, I will expose you and I will call you out because I have no tolerance for such deceitful and sleazy behavior. Oh, but I'm not done yet. I'm still going to finish those videos responding to your weak video where you call the anti-MGTOW community the Jar Jar Binks of YouTube, MAGA Man. We'll see who's laughing when I'm finished debunking your video with facts and sound logic. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this topic. Please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and BitChute. Are you guys sick and tired of people trying to talk about a community they don't truly understand? What do you think about MAGA's cowardly behavior? Let me know in the comments below. My fair ladies and honorable gents, fare thee well.